Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Oh no, hold on. There we go.
Hello.
Real
Hello,
rude.
hello.
Saludos, saludos para todos en TV Landia, Radio Landia, Internet Landia. Saludos to Giras y Desveladas de parte de su servidora Gigi La Chicana Guerrero y la co-host que se llama de nombre de
Norman Salazar.
Norma Salazar. I'd like to, you know what? I would like to thank our sponsors, which is Henry's Beauty Downtown McAllen, who have been faithful supporters of Giras y Desveladas, and also Stars in Mission, entre Whataburger y Pizza Hut ahí en Mission in Business 83. That's my sister Stars. When you're hungry and you want to go to Stars and you don't want to get out of your bata, if you don't want to get out of your jammies, stay in your car and go. Yeah, like when weather like that, that's disgusting. It's a breezy 60 degrees here in Mission, Texas. But I in Michigan, what is it? 14 degrees? Diosito Santo.
18 degrees.
OMG, no
18.
thank you. I also like to send out saludos to La Jefe Jam and Oldies for
Yeah.
broadcasting, simulcasting our show. Sirius Tejano también, saludos. And of course,
Giras
always to
Tejano.
Tejano TV with Juan Mendoza and Laila Lisa Promotions that are boasting. Oh, I think we've reached probably have reached by now the 5 million views. And so, saludos. Alberto says, here we are. Y saludos para todos de este lado de la frontera y en el otro lado de la frontera, porque ahora sí, Giras y Desveladas es internacional. And if you would like to sponsor Giras y Desveladas, just give me a DM. Let me know.
Ring a ding ding. Yes.
Yes, go to YouTube and subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Click, 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 subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We would really appreciate it. And if you don't have a business and you want to help us out, so we then continue bringing you this lovely content of our music, de nuestro género, de nuestra gente. You can also send us stars through Facebook. Send us stars through Facebook and subscribe to YouTube, or just get a hold of me and just give me card cold cash. I'll take that. So,
Great.
saludos to Roger Jaylene. Hello, everyone. De Puro Sananto. Alberto Resendes is there, so that means I have a gem in oldies. Saludos to Ambrose. This is my favorite music of the intro. It's beautiful. Thank you, Ambrose. And Ambrose, if I'm not mistaken, is coming from remind me, Ambrose. I think it's Pennsylvania, somewhere out there. And really, we're being broadcast nationally and internationally now, Norma. So
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, we are pioneers in our own right because we are the first podcast to be doing that and be simulcasting through other various media. So, and that is only because of you guys, everybody watching, everybody
Yes.
listening, the artists themselves, the DJs, the other podcasters. As a matter of fact, that intro right before we come in was made by our friend Indio Lawrence. Indio, thank you so much.
Lawrence.
So
Yes.
it really takes a village. Uh, Alberto says, welcome también Honolulu. They're tuning in from Honolulu for the first time from La Jefa.
Aloha.
Saludos and aloha. And thank you, everybody, coming in. Now, if you do want to comment on the show, you can comment on Facebook, Gigi La Chicana, or Giras y Desveladas on Facebook, or on YouTube, Giras y Desveladas. And through YouTube, we can see your comments. Other than that, I'm sorry, but I will not be able to see your comments. I do welcome them. I do thank you for listening. I do thank you. We do thank you for being here with us.
Yep.
And I'm really excited, Norma, because today we have a very talented artist that with a band that I've been listening to. Yes, you have their shirt on. And for those of you who have not heard that you got their merch, and guys, that is definitely a way to support our artists, is to get their merch. Because, as I talk, I'm looking at my 9 o'clock shadow. Diosito Santo. Guys, after 50 as a woman, no holds barred.
We won't go
Diosito.
into that detail.
I know you sit for too long and you think you're gonna get up and your body's like, oh no, we're not.
Hey,
Mari, DJ
Monterrey's in the
Mari,
house.
Roya
Monterrey's in the
Vegas,
house.
Luis Baker, Fernandez también, Mary Rivera, DJ Mari, and
We got to
promoter
interview
Roy
you.
Arriaga. Yes. Saludos to
Hi,
everybody coming
Mari.
in.
Woo,
Saludos.
Mari. She's on a
Yeah.
vacation.
David Vela from Oakland watching also, and he's actually an actor. He's an actor, but one of the shows that I love that he comes out in is on The Chosen. David Vela
Chosen.
he comes
Amen.
out on The Chosen. Yes.
Everyone watch it. I mean,
Yes.
David's in there, but also get some revelation and yeah,
Oh,
some
it's a
Bible.
beautiful show. It's a beautiful show. It's a beautiful way if you just want to learn more about um you know the Bible, really. They're basing it on
Jesus.
what, yeah, they're basing it on Jesus, and that is, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to learn about that. I love that show, and our friend David Velas actually acts in the show. He's an actor. Saludos también para Ilva
Mm-hmm.
Salvio Oficial, Irma Salvio, an artist as well, Tejano artist that we've had on our show, and soon we'll have
Yep.
again. Yes.
She
Mari
has a
says,
song out already.
yes. All right. Let
A new
me.
song out.
And guys, and this is a good
And
problem to
Roy.
have. But since I am a one-man band, with the como, with the clapping monkey, with the clapping, with the doing all the work,
Ting, ting,
and
ting,
yeah,
ting.
cling cling cling. So if I don't get to your comments right away, I eventually will, even if it is for half a second, but I will. Like, I'll do this, sa. All right. So thank you all. It actually, like I said, that's a good problem to have, because that means y'all are watching and you're commenting, and we really appreciate it. So awesome. Before we bring our awesome guest in case, like Gigi is a hermit by nature, under a rock, and I don't really listen to what's going on. That's why I love my co-host Norma, because Norma is in the know. She's no, you know what? I should change your name to KNOW, Norma. Okay. Anyway, because Norma.
I keep
Because
on scouting.
she is,
Yep.
she is always up to date, and she's like, hey, so blah 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 and blah blah blah, and this artist and this artist. I'm like, who? I'm sorry. But these guys, and they are amazing. I've been doing my homework and been listening to them. And I want y'all to enjoy before I bring in our guest. And he's like, ya hombre, cállate, Gigi, Diosito. Vamos a ver.
Also want to say a shout out to Mari from I know I'm going to say it
Bad
wrong,
to the
Mari.
bone.
I'm
Bad to the
sorry.
bone. I think it's bad to the bone. Isn't it something like
Tejano bad to the bones. There you
something
go.
like
I
yes?
think that's right. Tejano
Yeah.
bad
Please
to the
help us,
bone.
DJ Mari, on that one.
Yes. Hey, we get bad bones. That's all right too.
Algo así, más o menos. Y'all know. Y'all know.
Oh,
And by the way, this is another Vata edition from Gigi, because it's Sunday. Hey man, be glad I actually put some
you
color
know
on
what? I'm
my
going to start buying pajamas.
jammies. Yeah, it's every day is a jammy day. Here on Giras y Desveladas. Here we go. Let's listen to this lovely music.
Cuando paso por tu casa y te veo por la ventana, ay, como quisiera hablarte y decirte que te quiero. Quisiera yo darte un beso y decirte que te quiero. Te llevo siempre en mis sueños, de tu amor yo seré el dueño. tu amor yo seré el dueño. Quiero amarte, quiero amarte, quiero amarte y ser el dueño de tu amor. Quiero amarte, quiero amarte, quiero amarte y ser el dueño de tu amor.
Woo! Did you like that, Norman? Did you like that?
I love all his songs. You can never go wrong with his songs.
All right, let me see. Let's bring him. Yeah, he's tired. Yes, yeah, he grew old back there. Here we go. Saludos para nuestro amigo. Here we go.
Steffi!
Hi.
Woo, woo, woo.
Hola, hola, hola.
Hello, Mr.
Glad to
Severo.
see you
Severo
again.
Contreras.
How are y'all
Oh
doing?
my God.
We are good,
Great.
and yes, and enjoying your music. And I'm gonna tell you this because, as you know, I'm a musician as well. That is some great work. That is some
Thank you. Thank you
yes,
so much. Thank you. It's been really doing very, very well. Thanks to all of y'all that are been pushing and been playing the new release, which is Quiero Amarte from
yeah.
from our new CD,
Oh,
Homenaje a los Grandes.
we don't see a lot of those anymore, huh?
What? Yeah, these things. Yeah.
I
Yes, yes,
know.
sir. But we
And
try
it's
to at
very
least
important to get it.
yes, we had tried to at least print at least a couple for the lovers that want the hard copy for the old school, and so
Yeah.
we try to try to keep it going with the USBs and everything else, the all the digital platforms and stuff like that, and try to cater to everyone, right? That's the
Yes,
job.
yes, yes. And just that's a tough gig to handle as a Tejano artist, as you all do. You know that you have to play country, rock, old rock, hay que cuando el chotis o el y el corrido
That's right.
we have to play everything. And now, not only that, now you like you just mentioned it, we're having to cater because it's good to do uh to cater to the younger audience by all the social media outlets and all
Right.
the digital platforms, but also to the artists, to the audience that is used to something physical in their hand.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good work. Saludos también para Verónica, La Consentida from Las Vegas. And we've got Alex Verrier, DJ Alex Lee. Saludos. Great música from Texas Latino. They like the new album, so people have been hearing it already. Sevi. So let's talk about how you ended up here.
How did I end up here, huh?
Uh,
Well,
yeah.
Well, of course, Norma herself. She was the one who had told me. And by the way, y'all are doing a great job. Keep up the great work. If it wasn't for y'all, to kind of allow us to share our new music and what we're doing and stuff like that. It's takes a lot of hard work and I applaud y'all for that. Y'all are doing a great job and keep up the great work.
Thank you. Thank you. I recall, ¿dónde te conocí? No me acuerdo. I remember I met you in el radio gala. I met you
Okay.
at the radio gala, yeah. And I was like just saludándole a todos, 'cause I've got social anxiety and I'm like a deer in headlights. Honestly, like if I just talked to you on the phone 5 minutes ago and I see you face to face, I'm not gonna know who you are. So so
No.
be kind. If you see me at the next coming up radio gala, it's like, Gigi, I am, like a little 5-year-old. Anyway,
I
so I
I
met you there. And when you said Sevi, I said, Sevi, that sounds familiar. And then I said, do you mean you're Norma Sevi?
He's
Because
married,
Norm,
everyone, and I'm married.
yeah,
So Sevi has been a great friend.
What I mean by that is, calm down, Norma. What I mean by that is that she is a big fan of Texas Latino. And she has mentioned before, and Texas Latino this, and Texas Latino that, and Texas Latino this, and with Sevi, and Sevi did this, and Sevi's gonna do this, and Sevi, and I was like, that's why I said Norma Sevi. I was like, wait a minute, because I had never met you before, and when I heard your name, I said, oh, I made the connections. Like, okay, you're
Right.
Sevi. So talk to us about your music career. How did Sevi Contreras get here in January 18th, 2026, as Texas Latino on their homenaje to Los Grandes album?
Well, of course, I started, very young, with my dad and in a conjunto band and stuff like that, and went from there, at the age of 9 and 10, and helping him set up and play drums and all that stuff, and then I learned how to play keyboard about, I'd say 12 and a half, and ended up joining Shuddy Lattice. That was my first Tejano band, and then after that, went with Albert Tiger, and then David Modest, Sonny Ozuna, Jimmy Edward, Joe Bravo, Renee, all the Legends tour, and the rest is history. I've helped a lot of people in this industry, and then at the age of 19, I decided to my own band,
Right.
and it happened to be with Texas Latino. We were founded and born 1993. That's when we came out with our first
Wow, it's been a
CD.
while.
And a great group of guys that were all part owners and stuff. And when we as we started, and as time, everyone either went on their own way, or fortunately are in heaven right now. And so yeah, nomás me quedo yo el último, as the owner and the founder of Texas Latino. Um,
Wow.
with the new revamped, with the guys that we have now, very very blessed, they were supposed to be here with me, verdad, pero
Ajá.
pues como es, Sunday, no sé si they're still stuck at church, or
Todavía
or
están,
whatever it is.
todavía están
Yeah.
los San Marcos colchas todavía están bien pegadas.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Sevi, Sevi, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Okay, so you came to Fenville. If people know Michigan, Fenville is a small, small area. And it's funny because you said 93. So what was it when you were here in Fenville playing at a little bar that George had to, and George is not a type of person to go up and say, I want to sing for you. I want to sing for you. But in this case, remember Sevi when he went up to you in the bar and said, I could sing your song. I could sing your song. What year was that one?
Oh my gosh,
Do you
I
remember? It was a
I
small
don't
bar, right? It was the
I
teeniest little bar.
I think I want to remember that. I think we were changing outside, and there was a mountain of snow right next to us. And I was like, "Oh my gosh! Like, we're not used to this stuff. We're used to Texas weather over here, So
120 degrees, yeah.
yes, yep,
That's how
yep,
long
yes.
we've known each other. And it's so weird because George is not the type of person to go up to you and say, I want to sing, I want to sing, I want to sing. But he loves, I mean, he respects the music and he's all about the music. And man, when he heard the song, he wanted to show him he could sing this song. It was so funny because I never seen him ever since I've been with him. He's never done that to anyone to go up and say, I want to sing. I want to sing. I know your song. I know your song. So, I mean, that's a compliment
Y-
to
y-
you
Well,
on
thank
how
you.
good you play your music and your instruments, and that you're well tuned about your vocals and hearing people and playing your instruments and producing and
Es que ya
everything.
está quemado,
So,
¿verdad?
highly
Sí, ya está
respected for that.
quemado. Ya estás
Yeah.
quemado.
Well, and all those years. This is what we're talking about. 30 something years ago, when we met each other, and now we are very very good friends. And that is a blessing. And George has his own career going on now too, and everything. And so it is a blessing just meeting people like yourself and a lot of other people too. That's the real beautiful part of being an artist and being on the road, and sharing stories. And there's a lot of times we do songs, and it hurts and hits a person in another area in their heart and their soul or however it may be. And so we're able to touch a lot of people's
That's the magic of music, the being
yes,
able to help people out with their emotions by
that's
saying,
right.
man, that's really how
Yeah.
I feel, or that's really, you really, pinpointed how I couldn't, these feelings that I have, or frustrations, or whatever, and that's the magic of music. Now, Sevi, you've been at this a while. What kind of accolades are we looking at? Who has recognized you? And real quick, before you answer that, saludos para tu amigo Pete, para Patricia Arrigan, and George Vences from Cali Freestyle Cartel in the house. Saludos to everybody. Thank you for joining us. So, talk to us about your accolades, Sebi, because a mí me
Yes.
da, I don't really know you, pero a mí me da, you remind me of my dad. My dad never was one to boast, was never one to say yo, you know.
Right.
And a mí me da que tú eres así. Así es que te voy a tener que preguntar, ¿qué reconocimientos tienes?
Well, yeah, I've been really blessed down this long road. Even last night I was telling one of my friends I didn't want to do all this stuff. Yo nomás quería ser keyboard player and play in a Tejano band, you know.
That's it.
Y no sé cómo me metí todo en este pedo acá que arranging y que producing y que all this stuff, because Norma knows me. I'm one of the last ones to say that I'm a producer or any of that. I just love what I do, and I've been growing up, and it's so crazy that our new CD, Homenaje a los Grandes. It's come on like a full circle in life. As me growing up, I would listen to 45s, from Hacienda, from Zas, from Cara Records, from you name it, and here we are. I'm able to give back now that I had done the studio Slack Monster Recording Studio. um, I was able to give back, and I say that like to give back to the industry. I was been blessed to produce Sonny Ozuna, Ruben Ramos, Ricardo Castillon, Shelly Lares, Ram Herrera, Marcos Aros. The list goes on, and David Mares. And so it's almost like I'm giving back. I'm able to help the actual gentleman that helped me get on stage and gave me a chance, and so God has blessed me with this talent, and I'm able to share that with my colleagues now, and friends and other artists who need any kind of help, and
So, in other words, sin decir muchas palabras, eres chingón.
well, I don't know
S
about all
S.
that, but
You are, but I'll confess it for you, honey. I will.
we're
My dad would always say, tú no lo tienes que decir, que alguien más te lo diga es cuando vale.
that's right, that's
And we're
right.
saying it.
Yeah.
All right,
Amen.
DJ Mari Rivera Marquez says, please tell Sevi, Tejano to the Bone said hello, Diva Corina and DJ Mari. So saludos. And we got a lot of people coming in, Sevi. You are a very good
Saludos.
man. Lori Maldonado says, excellent producer, Sevi.
Karina.
And Yeep Lo-Fi coming in from YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube, please. Thank you very much. She says hello. And apparently my sister Mary Lou's in there somewhere. I don't see her. And so yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yes,
there.
saludos a todos.
Gracias,
Tejano to the bone, and I mean, look at where we're at right now on different platforms. Gigi, you are in Mission, or right? Norma's over there in
Yep.
Holland, and I'm over here in San Anto,
yeah.
and then we have all these people from all the way to Hawaii, que todo el pedo, it is we've come a long way. Yeah, y
Woo-wee.
gracias a Dios, we're able to do that, right?
Gracias a Dios, that is right. Y
You
lo que me
know
gusta
that
más. Oh, go ahead,
that's
Norma.
what's that? Okay, what's that? That is the respect we have for you, Sebi. That people are coming in and like it's a Sunday, that they want to watch football or anything. But man, when it says Sevi time, it's Sevi time
Oh well,
all the time.
thank y'all so much. Thank you. I know you. I know Gigi had put Sevi Contreras at first, verdad? And I said, but no, put Texas Latino, because I didn't want the guys to be like, oh, it's all about Sevi. No, 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 that. But but the guys
They're
weren't able to.
wonderful musicians as
The
well.
They,
guys weren't able to be here. Y saludos para
you
todos los músicos out there. All our, all the guys who make it
are
happen.
artists.
Yes,
Yes.
that happen every week of being on the road and all that. That saludos
Oh
Gabe Rivera, the singer, Steve Alvarez, Richard
Yeah.
Sainz, J Rod, Ernie Cantino, Boo Rio, Joey Trevino, all the guys who really make it possible
make
for
it
us
what
to
it
be
is.
out there.
Awesome. I've got an artist from Ohio saying I need to meet this guy, and so I mean, Chocolate Juan Guerra. Okay, we call him Chocolate. Some people don't like. You know how we give him nicknames, right? He's I'm sorry, Mr. Juan Guerra, but you'll always be chocolate to me in my heart. So saludos y ya saben. That's a good question. Now, you as a producer, if any artist listening out here de cualquier, si para quieren que Sebi Contreras le ayude con su música, ¿cómo se comunican contigo?
You can get a hold of me either, of course, on Facebook, Severo Contreras. You can look me up, and I'll try my best to see what we can do, and to help you in any which way I can. Um,
Awesome.
that's just like I said, it's a blessing to help other people try to get to where they need to
Right?
get to.
That
And
you know
so
what that's what that although I don't know you, I do feel that in you, and you can always feel the spirits that are in a similar journey as you, trying to help. And I
right,
like, to me, and that's Norma and I's also, what we always want to do is we're trying to help. This is what we're trying to
right,
do, help everybody, because I think for me, and I think Norma too, I'll speak for Norma, that is the biggest reward, to help
yes,
somebody else out. Tu amigo
yes, it
Pete
is.
says
Yeah.
congrats on the Tejano Music Award. So you have a Tejano Music Award under your belt as well?
We won 3 awards this past year.
Oh,
We won as the male vocalist of the year, collaboration con Monica Saldivar, and
oh,
also Tejano album of the year that we
wow.
won.
Wow,
Yes,
wow,
yes,
wow.
so,
Congratulations for that. Dora Cedillo says hello there. Got a lot of people coming in, Mr. Contreras, because
well,
that
thank
means
you.
that they like what they're listening. They're fans of yours, and qué bonito es eso cuando nuestra misma gente nos está apoyando, ¿verdad? As,
Seguro.
sí.
Yes.
So now you
So we're gonna
mentioned that.
get into we're gonna get into the highs and the lows.
Okay.
Okay. So give us one of the lowest times that you've ever had in the business. People want to know who Sebi is. And, I just want the people to know that it's not easy, but when you stick to it, it pays off. It does pay off.
Well, honestly, being I think in any kind of industry, you have to have a lot of lows to get anywhere. Y es como dicen todos, si te caes del caballo, you get back on,
Get back
and,
on.
and that's how you learn, and that's how we learn. If you don't fail, then you'll never know how to get to the
Te
next.
quedas igual. Yeah, te quedas igual.
Yes, and so a lot of people always ask me too, and I'm like trial and error, and sometimes we still don't know. At the end of the day, aquí hacemos la música en el estudio y todo eso. But at the end of the day, y'all have a great ear that God blessed y'all with. And God didn't bless us with that ear. No más para grabar and to record and all that. But the fans are the actual ones who really make it possible
They
for us
they
to.
decide. They
They
decide.
decide. They're the
Yeah.
ones who
They,
decide. Yes,
yeah.
correct.
Yes.
And so,
Now, of course, my interest is, you mentioned that your dad was a musician. My dad was a musician too.
yes.
So, ¿quién era tu padre?
my
Uh,
my dad was my dad was Severo Contreras Senior, himself. And it's so crazy because we want we got the awards for the Tejano Music Awards, and I didn't realize that it was, of course, volume 2. But I had the opportunity. I lost my father about 2 years ago, and so I happened to record him, and he happened to be on number 14 and 15 of the CD that we
oh,
actually won at the Tejano Music Awards. So for my
oh,
dad in heaven, he's looking down very, very proud, and he says, "Pues ya era tiempo, cabrón." Pero that's the way it is, right? That's how it is. But yes, if it wasn't for him, I would not be here where I'm at. And he was always so proud, though. he would always tell me, "Mijo, ves, mijo, mira, you have Ruben Ramos at the studio right now. How beautiful is that? And keep up the great work, y me decía, and stuff like that, you know." And so that's the kind of motivation that kept me going and doing what I love to do, you know. So
And to have the caliber of people like Ruben Ramos, Shelly Lares, and all these people that have come over and trust you with their sound, because as artists, because I'm also an artist, as an artist, oh, we can, not that we're picky, but you have an idea in your mind of what you want to put out, and
right,
that sometimes choca con el que el ingeniero, el que está haciendo, the mixing and the mastering.
right,
And, so it's not an easy gig that you're doing right now. It's not easy. So to have people like of that caliber to trust you with their
yes,
babies, their musical babies, que entregar al mundo,
yes.
is a big honor in itself, I can imagine.
It
So,
sure is. It sure is. Like I said, I started with Shelly, you know, at the age of 13, and Mr. Lattis, he of course he's in heaven. He's not here with us also, but I would say about 10 years ago, he came up to me and asked me, "Hey, did you record this artist?" And which was Savannah Ocean. And I said, "Yes, yes." He says, "Pues,
Awesome singer.
¿qué hiciste en el CD? What did you do?" And I said, "Well." I picked the songs, I produced it, I recorded it, I mixed it, you know, and he was like, "Wow, mijo, I'm so proud of you," you know, and he's like, "Can you do that for mija?" And I was like, "Wow, you know how the full circle, you know." Well, when
wow.
I was 13, apenas learning, you know, lo que es Tejano, you know, and then years later, I'm able to do stuff for Shelly, and then her and her father trusting and believing in me, and it's just like I said, it's a truly a blessing, and sometimes I have to pinch myself to make sure that this is not all a dream. Yeah.
Well, if you are dreaming, we're all in your dream. I mean, but that is awesome. And that's a beautiful thing about music. Music is magic and it reaches so many people. I did not, Savannah Ocean, we interviewed Savannah Ocean. We love Savannah Ocean. She is incredible, amazing. Now, and we
Vocals
begs
are
another question that we
awesome.
want to talk about
Okay.
now. And you being a producer as well, there are so many amazing, you found out, there's so many amazing artists like Savannah Ocean,
Right.
pero como que la gente no le da la chance o la oportunidad que merece. I would like, I'm picking on you, Savannah, if you're watching, but it's not. I'm just asking myself, you're so awesome, you're so amazing. Why aren't you giant already? Why haven't you pushed the boundaries? Why aren't we all over the place? Why haven't we crossed over? And there's so many of artists that are amazing. Monica Saldivar, I mean,
Yes.
so many. Let's see, Angelica Alcocer from Moneda.
Yes.
All these amazing female artists that are, quote unquote new. They're not new.
Right.
They're not new, pero como que they're not getting heard the way we would love to have them heard, the way I would love to have them,
Right.
out there. What are your thoughts on that? And before you answer that, saludos to Sirius Tejano, saludos Gigi Norma and Sevi. We're also being broadcast by Sirius Tejano, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you all, Sirius Tejano. Love you guys, Kelly Delgado, and everybody over there at
Muchos
Sirius.
besos.
Yes, abrazos y besos. So, what is your take on that, Sevi?
Well, you know, I've been doing this for a long time. But people, even like, you know, Savannah, I recorded her since she was 13 years old, 13 or 14, and she started in doing conjunto, you know. And a lot of other young artists that I've, you know, a lot of people don't know what I've done to help even just females themselves, you know. Di Marie, I got her kind of started and writing and believing in herself and stuff. I did a CD for Lisa Mar, which
Oh
is like
wow,
20 years ago, one of her first CDs,
Yes,
you
yeah.
know.
wow,
Um, you know, and going on and helping all these young artists and seeing them grow as to be women and to be great on what they do, you know. It's great, and even myself, todavía I'm learning myself también too. We never stop learning, you know,
right,
and that's the most important thing to do, and to be humble. You know, that's the other thing is to be humble, and not to forget where we all come from. We all
yeah,
came from somewhere. We all started somehow
yeah,
or some way, you know. And I can't. really answer the question on why they don't make it big, and why do some other people make it big. And so that is totally up to the fans themselves. And then it's us to get to our butt in the studio and get to work
And
and create
try.
and create
Yeah.
something que la gente le va a gustar, you know. And
See, see,
so
see.
mm,
You're right.
yeah.
No, that's actually
And
a very
if you guys see him, you're gonna see him in Las Vegas. No, are you gonna be in Las Vegas? Yeah, right.
We are going to be there. We don't have not scheduled to perform this year, but we always go out there to go support
Right.
and support each other artists, all the fans, of course, you know.
yeah.
Well, if you see him in Las Vegas, um, don't think Sevi won't say hi. He'll say hi, but he's running to the next area that he has to set up because
Yes.
he's a very busy man. He's a very humble gentleman. He is a gentleman. He will
Thank
say
you.
hi to you, but I've seen him on the go from one corner to the other corner, trying to get everybody set up because he has a lot of knowledge and they ask him and he's so humble to say yes to help out. um that's sorry I'm putting you out like that, Sebi,
No, it's okay.
but it's because
We're
i
always
i
from
observe you a lot and so I know.
we're always from booth to booth,
What was that?
or slot machine to slot machine,
Yeah.
right? Or a bar to another bar. Pues
Ay,
hijo de su.
Diosito. We've got a question, and
But
I have a question,
yeah.
Sevi. What do you feel led you to music industry? Now, you did mention that your dad is in the music business, but
Right.
that doesn't necessarily mean that we want to get involved. I mean, I had music since I was born. And instrumental, or tripping over, mic wires and all over the house, and
Music
or
business.
Right.
How many
some.
years did he
So why? So what made you
how
decide
many
I do
years did
want
your
to do
dad
this?
also perform?
I'm sorry. Okay,
Oh, I'm sorry, Norma.
it's okay. It's okay. Go ahead, Norma.
Yeah, you're
Sorry,
coming in and
I'm having
out,
trouble
and that's why I'm
understanding.
trying to help you
Please
because
try a
you're
little
coming
later.
in and out.
Ah, okay. Are we on? Are everything
We're
good to go? Yeah.
on, but something's going. It might be my internet
There.
because Alexa just talked to me.
Sorry, I'm
Oh,
having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
you're getting Alexa mad over there. Is what you're getting her getting.
Cállate.
Se va a enojar con nosotros.
I
how many
know. You never know.
how many years has your how many years had he been performing as well?
Oh
Your
my
father.
gosh, almost all his life, you know, and he had it tougher than we are. All these musicos right now are we're all spoiled. My dad had to perform from 9 o'clock at night till 5 in the morning, you know. So y eso eran como
Oh,
unos 200 or 300
oh,
songs, you know,
Oh,
and probably more, you know. But those were the tough times. And then after that, plus I had to go to school at 7, 8 in the morning, you know. So I andaba con the. Well, I still have these bags, pero that's where they came from. That's where they came from, you know. So
look who came in. Savannah Motion herself. Hi, Precious. We
Hey,
were just
Sevi,
talking about
that's
you.
one question I want to ask you. Were you estudiante or were you a rebel in school?
oh my gosh, I
Are
um
you one
I
of those guys that used to get the girls' books and carry them to their class?
well, that's if I made it to class, you know, because I was always on the road, you know. I was always on the road, and so it was tough, and that's because my mom actually worked for the school district, you know. And pobrecita, she was embarrassed, you know. Pero así es. We grew up in different times, you know, and it was one of those things that we had to
Yeah.
really really get after it, and there wasn't much homeschooling. There was an online school back in the days and all that stuff, you know. So we toughed it out as much as I can, you know. We wish we could, I should say, you know. But yes,
Wow, wow. Yeah, because my dad never forced us. He said, nobody forced me. I went into it because I wanted to.
right.
So I'm never going to force you. And he never did until we wanted to go in. And we were talking about Savannah Ocean. So she's watching right now. Saludos, Savannah.
Hola, Savannah.
Love
Hola, hola,
you.
hola.
Norma, can you hear me? Is she freezing? Norma, are you freezing? I think that's the problem. Norma. It's freezing.
She is freezing because it's cold over
Yes,
there.
it's freezing cold over there in
That's
Michigan.
why.
Literally, she's literally freezing. Literal.
Hey, it's only 18 degrees down here. It's only
Yeah.
18 degrees.
Antonio. Oh
No,
my
hombre.
God. Anyway, Savannah, we were talking really bad about you.
Oh, she
We were.
busted us. She
Yeah,
busted us.
yeah, she posted us. No, no, we were just talking about how awesome you are, and Sevi was talking about what.
Amazing you are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's right. That's
All
right.
good,
Yeah.
all good. You're
Yeah.
awesome. You are
Yeah.
awesome. We
She
love you.
actually has a new single coming out too. Hopefully by next week or so. And so yeah, we're excited about that. So
Oh
it's
wow.
yeah,
Did you?
yeah.
Are you producing it? Did you produce it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
la la! And we've got my sister Mary Lou Guerrero, la otra chicana. What's up? Love you, Mary Lou. All right. And tu amigo Pete has a question. He says, "Who wrote my favorite song, No Cierres los Ojos?"
That was written by Richard Allen.
Oh.
Un Bolillo, if you know that, it was he played a big part of the Tejano industry, not just Texas Latino. That gentleman wrote a lot of songs for Texas Latino. He wrote Más que Nunca, Mil Mentiras. My goodness, I can go on and on. And then he also wrote songs for Shelly Lares, Paga la Luz. He did Oscar G, Marca mi Número, a lot of stuff.
Un
And
gringo.
un gringo. And
What?
I used to tell Richard Allen, how do you write in Spanish if you don't speak it? He says, well, Sevi, all I do is look at the novellas, and I put the novellas on, and
Ah,
I see the caption on the bottom. And when there's a real good argument, I start writing everything down. It's like, oh wow, okay.
really?
Yes. But yes,
Wow.
Richard Allen wrote No Cierres los Ojos.
So, to that question, what? And we've talked about this topic before. How are you feeling about AI being able to write songs, Suno making a whole song in 2 seconds for you when you give it an idea? How are your feelings on that? Especially considering that you are one of those people, that a human that
Right.
does that in real life, and it takes more than 2 seconds.
Yeah, well,
Right.
to each his own, right? Not everybody is blessed with talent and all that. So some people need a little bit more help than others. And so AI will be there, but will never ever be a human feel,
Element, yeah,
del corazón, and all that other stuff. So it is a good tool to use for music wise, for I guess writing paragraphs, or even helping you and finding for everybody who has uses it for work, or however. um
right.
so I'm not totally against it. Now, if somebody comes in the studio to tell me that they have an AI song, then I'll tell them, okay, fine, but you're not gonna put my name on it. I'll
Yeah.
help you, but no, you won't put my name on it.
So
And
you have people come up to you and say, "I've got this. What do you think?"
yes, yeah, there's been people, and hasta primas que no saben escribir, y I wrote a song all of a sudden, so everybody's a writer now. Everybody's a writer. I'm like,
Yeah,
wow,
all of
okay,
a sudden everybody's a writer. That I
yes,
heard that.
yes, yeah, yeah,
Ouch. Yeah. I mean, take it or leave it. I'm not, I have a friend who says, AI uses a lot of water to keep their computers cool or whatever. So they're hurting our water supply or
Our
whatever.
equal.
But then you've got the other team that says, man, AI is doing everything for me. I don't have to think anymore. I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely on the fence on that, especially like my dad. I mean, my dad wrote Ya Te Vi. I can't
right,
say that he, I can't imagine what he would feel right now to say, look, papi, I'm going to tell AI,
right,
uh, I'm gonna tell AI about to write a song about a woman coming in at 2 in the morning, and then it comes up in 2 seconds, has a song with a todo cuadrado y con backup instrumentation
right.
and vocals. Allah, it's crazy.
Yes, it is. Yeah, we're in a different times. We're in a different time. I'll
I
share a little quick story with you. Me and my partner here, Boo Real, we write a lot of songs together. Y hasta él, he's like, hey, Sebi, I gave a song to, one of my songs for AI to do, and he's like, I just wanted to see what
Right.
happens,
What the hullabaloo
right?
is about. Yeah.
And so he did about 3 versions of it, right? And he says, "Hey, so what do you think?" And I said, "Well, I mean, they're all okay." He says, "Well, let's do it ourselves. Now let's do the same song ourselves
Right.
and see if we can kick AI's butt." And I said, "Okay, let's do it."
Challenge
And
taken.
sure enough, I said, "We still have it. We still have it. Because no matter what, they can only
Yeah.
help you so much.
Yes, that's
And
true. That's true.
and the rest of it is up to us. It's our stories. There's different people who write different ways. There's people who write about their lives, and then there's people
Mhm.
who just write.
Yeah.
And that's me. I don't write about my life. I'll wait for later on in life. Okay, yeah, I don't have any more ideas, and I'll start from day one for me, for my
That's not
life.
gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Stop having ideas. That's not gonna happen. It,
Right.
it's that's the gift of music, is to be able to live a situation. And like for me, it's part therapy as well,
Right.
to put down your feelings and your thoughts into a song and make it a song. And that is therapy in itself to
Right.
me. And I think
Right.
a lot of artists are like that, where it is a release of all those emotions, a release of whatever you were feeling at the time. Like that, one of my favorite songs of you guys, Quiero Amarte. Okay, Quiero Amarte, like somebody was feeling like, I want to love you, and they said, let's write it down.
Right.
AI is never gonna feel that. AI is never gonna know that,
Right.
unless
Yes.
so yeah, I mean, it is though. But we're at a different time when, yeah, all of a sudden everybody's a writer. And
Yes.
the general population doesn't realize, well, they just put in 2 seconds into a AI prompt, and
Right.
they have
What?
a whole
And
song.
and some people write a little deeper than others, and or sometimes about their own life, verdad que algo le pasa o algo así, right? And in my case, I never do. I write as an imaginary, or
Right.
I'll write because my friend told me a story of what he went through, and
Right.
I'll do stuff like that. I've written a lot of songs for Texas Latino in the past, co-written with JB Hernandez. I wrote Chiflado. Chiflado viene siendo nomás que está bien chiflado, because the girl has him chiflado. And I wrote another one, Cosita Dulce, which
Ah,
which they're not really, it's just having fun, ¿verdad? It's having
right,
fun.
right, right.
And then you can get serious and get some serious songs. But
Yeah.
I'll share a quick story with you. I wrote Mi Princesa, along with Boo Real and Carlos Herrera.
Fun.
But I wrote it, and Mi Princesa is more of a father and daughter song. And
Oh,
of course, my spouse tells me, "Why did you write a song about a daughter? You don't have a daughter. You have a son, or however." Pero así es because it came to me in the idea of a unconditional love between a father and a daughter. There's
oh,
nothing there is nothing like that. I don't care what anybody
stop
says.
it! You're gonna make me cry. Stop
But
it.
but and you know this, because your father played a big role in your life, you know,
Yes.
and so that kind of love, um, your wife can give you all the hell you want, but you're still gonna love your daughter no matter what she
No
does
matter
or
what.
whatever. And that's a different kind of love that I don't have a daughter, so I won't ever know.
I
You
think
know,
I think that's I feel that way because I only have a daughter and I do not have a son. I always always wanted mi parecito. So there's
right?
always that. I wonder what it would have been like if I had a son, and I think I get what you're coming from. Where
Yes.
I mean, I can only imagine, because they always say, I don't, Norma would know, the son está más
I have
close
one.
con la
Chiflao,
mamá.
Damas Chiflao. I know because
Chiflao,
I
of course,
yes.
chiflao, and as opposed to and just like the daughter is with the dad.
Right.
Así es, así
Exactly.
es, así
Yes.
es.
Yeah.
Y'all are always going to be the princess. you know,
Yes,
no
we're
matter what, no matter what.
and the son to the mom is always gonna be el
Yes,
rey, el
of
rey.
course, of course. Yep, yep, yep. I
Yes.
know. I know it. I know plain myself because I used to be everything. And once my son was born, I was nothing. But
Yeah,
así es la vida.
that's right. The amigo Pete says, Sevi, what about hija mía? Is that the one you were talking about? No.
I'm not sure if he's talking about the new song Mi Hija or Hija Mia, which we did many years ago. That was written by Robert Luna, which was of course a daughter. And then if he's talking about Hija Mia,
Uh-huh.
he has to give her away, which is where she turns like a quinceañera.
Ah,
Where you have to realize that she's gonna be a woman. Yeah. And
yee.
she's like a butterfly and getting ready just to to fly away, and that's
This,
hard.
oh yeah. As tu amigo Pete says, I sang it to my daughter at her
That's the one.
quinceañera.
That's the one. Yes, that's the one. Yes,
Oh.
yes. Very
Salud,
beautiful song.
Oh,
Mary Chofi Martinez, she says we get replaced when we have children. And
Yes.
salud también to Lisa Treviño and everybody else coming in, guys. Thank you all so much. We love you. We thank you so much. Sevi, you said you've
thank you
got a
for
band
jumping
coming
in,
in.
girls.
You've got five
Appreciate
minutes
you.
before you need to get to work.
Um, yes, they haven't got here exactly, so I got a couple of more minutes, but I
Okay,
want to I want to thank y'all so much for giving me a little opportunity to
Is
talk
it?
about our new CD, Homenaje a los Grandes.
okay. What?
As we're speaking about all this stuff, right? That where I came from and all this stuff, to lead me where I'm at now. Well, this plays a big part of this Homenaje a los Grandes, and this is the reason that I did it because we featured Cesar Omar de David Lee. We featured Sonny Ozuna. We featured Mario Montes. We featured Ricky Martinez. And without these guys that we talk about, Sonny Ozuna, Mario Montes, all these people who have led the path for us, you
Yep.
know. Of course, the Homenaje a los Grandes also because we did Quiero Amarte. Quiero Amarte was a song done by Los Dudes
Okay.
back in the days. These two keyboard players, they're my mentors, and
Uh-huh.
and then we did some songs from Juan Graviel.
Oh wow.
So that's how this homenaje a los grandes
Yeah.
comes out because of them.
Oh yeah,
We are
and that's what
we
I love to do in the recuerdos. And that's how this show started actually, interviewing the pioneers of Tejano music, like Armando Chorinajosa from Los Fabulosos Cuatro,
right.
Valde Muñoz and
Yes,
Oscar Solis and all these, and of course I spoke about my dad because these guys literally invented what is now Tejano. They are
that's
the
right.
ones who said we heard this and we put this together. We talked about Snowball, we put this
Right.
music together, and I think I love what you're doing because you're letting the newer generation say, hey,
Correct.
look, this is what was done before, you
Correct.
know. And we've got a lot of Alex Ferral and we've got Eddie Firmelon and a lot of other DJs out there. Big Tejano 806 también and Albert Resendes from La Jefa Jam and all these guys do play the old school Tejano so that so much of it, there's a whole generation, maybe even two generations that have never heard it before.
That's right.
So
That's right.
yeah.
I,
So
I can enseñar la cultura, ¿verdad?
yeah.
And to give them a little bit of knowledge to them in case
Yep.
they don't know, in case they don't know. Not everybody was blessed to be on the long path like I have,
Yep. Yep.
being in la música and everything, and so yes, it's always good to, like you said, if it wasn't for these pioneers, they're the ones who paved the road for us.
Yeah. Exactly.
Without them, we would not be here. It started as Chicano, and it
Hmm.
ended up to be Tejano and
Yep.
Tex-Mex and whatever else everybody
Yes, whatever you want to
categories.
call it. I
Right.
want to
Yes.
say big saludos para
So let
Ángel
me.
Ibarra, saludos de Monterrey, México.
Yep.
Monterrey, saludos
Monterrey
para
in the
todos allá en
house.
Monterrey, San Luis Potosí y todos los que están escuchando allá en México. Ángel
Saludos.
Ibarra de Monterrey dice excelente CD, homenaje a los grandes. Si ya lo tienes, que bueno. If you don't, where do they find your CD? And before you say that, let's hear another
Well,
song
let me
from
ask him a question real quick.
Go ahead, Norma.
What
Well,
would be
he tells me
what?
what song.
Are you ready? You're,
Okay.
yeah, please. What would be your legacy when you leave this world? Not that you're leaving, but if you would leave this world, what would be your legacy? What would you want them to know about Sebi?
Honestly, this is a that's a
And go deep down.
well
Yeah,
that's
deep.
I
Go
because I
deep
talk
down, Sebi.
because I talk about this a lot. If I leave in an hour from now, if I go to heaven, I will be okay. I have done a lot of things in my life that I'm so proud of, and I'm okay. Not a lot of people can say that.
Yeah.
I have done a lot. I've been on the road with many artists and many places, and I think a lot of people would love to be in my shoes.
Well, that's not
Um,
going to happen, Sebi. You've got a
well,
long road ahead of
well,
you.
would
You have
yes,
to help more artists,
Hold
bring
on.
Tejano up even more internationally. So we're just saying it that we are proclaiming it that you're going to be here a long time because
well,
your
thank
talent
you.
is needed in this industry as part of holding it all together with your talent to be able to guide people that might need it. So that's my 2 cents.
Well,
Dale gas,
thank
Norma.
you. Yeah, well, thank you,
Go
and like
ahead,
you said,
Sebi. You,
the like for me, I just want to be known as somebody who's trying to help the industry and trying to help any artist because not just record Tejano, I record country, Christian, anything that
Mhm.
is has to do with music, and so if I'm able to help a lot of people in this world before I go, then I'm blessed and I've done my job.
All right. I picked a song. I
Amen.
know you didn't say I picked a song, so because that's the one I want to hear. Here we go. Let's listen to this one.
Teniendo a mi hija en mis brazos, me lleno de orgullo y felicidad. Con su mirada angelical, una esperanza a mi vida le da. No hay nada más bonito en este mundo que la sonrisa que mi hija me da. Con su pelo y sus ojos café, igual que los de su mamá. Teniendo a mi hija en mis brazos, me lleno de orgullo y felicidad. Con su mirada angelical, una esperanza a mi vida le da. No hay nada más bonito en este mundo que la sonrisa que mi hija me da. Con su pelo y sus ojos café, igual que los de su mamá. Teniendo a mi hija en mis brazos, me lleno de orgullo y felicidad. Con su mirada angelical, una esperanza a mi vida le da. Con su mirada angelical, una esperanza a mi vida le da.
Well, what can I tell you? I kind of love that song.
Hermosos. That
Hector
was
Ruiz,
great.
saludos to the best engineer,
Okay.
producer, and my brother in Tejano industry from your family.
No te escucho. I can't
No,
hear y'all.
can't hear me.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I can hear me.
I can hear you, but he can't. Yeah,
You can hear
he
me.
can't, but I can hear you.
Hello, hello,
Yeah,
hello. I can't
Sebi,
hear y'all.
Uh-oh. Well,
can you?
check your
Uh,
buds. Check your buds. Maybe they turned on again.
I can't hear y'all. I lost y'all.
Maybe your
uh-oh.
buds connected. Hold on. I'm gonna. Here we go.
Hold on. There. Can you hear us now, Seb? Can you?
Hello, hello, hello.
Your buds, did they
I
connect?
can't hear you.
Hello.
I can't hear you. I lost y'all.
All right. Maybe your buds can your earbuds.
I don't have them
Check
connected.
the earbuds. Earbuds. Echo.
No.
What is Norma saying? I can't hear
No.
her.
Okay.
Well, I guess
Your
that's our cue to
earbuds.
go.
Earbuds. Are they connected?
I don't have any earbuds on. I was just using the phone, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
Check your Bluetooth.
What you
It
say?
might be
Check
your
my.
side,
I
Gigi,
know. Check
because I was
you.
getting you in and
I
out.
can hear. I can hear you too, though. I can hear you. Okay, let me ask the public who's out there. Can you hear us? Who can you hear? I hear an echo.
That's not me. Can you still hear us or not hear us? Are you there, Sebi?
Check
It
your
says
Bluetooth
No,
no
connection.
he's
sound.
not on.
Hector says he can hear everybody. Sebi is. Oh, it says
Sebi
Sebi is in audio
streamline auto.
only. Okay, are you back?
Nothing.
You back? Oh, okay. I'm gonna kick you out and come back in. I can
Yeah.
hear all of you, but this is weird. Okay, so everybody can hear us. Only Sevi cannot hear us.
Yeah. You want me to close it and come back in? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Try
Well,
that.
that's interesting. All right.
Try that.
Let's
He's gonna try
a
it.
prayer. A
Sorry,
prayer.
I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
Oi.
Now he's gonna come back in.
Okay.
Can you hear us
Can you?
Now
now?
you can hear us?
I can hear y'all now. I'm not sure what.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
woo!
I'm not sure where I lost y'all. As soon as you played the music, and then after that, I couldn't hear y'all anymore.
Oh
I'm
man.
sorry. Did I miss a question or what happened?
I know that's nervous sweat right now. Ooh.
No, not yet.
All right. Uh,
So Sebi,
everybody
say
can
where
hear
you're gonna
all.
perform couple weeks and maybe the month. You're gonna be at Fanfare at all?
Yes, we are. I don't know exact what date we are performing there because I know we are receiving our Tejano Music Awards. So we're excited. We're really excited for that, and just to let y'all know, y'all are the first ones. Y'all de-virginized the CD homenaje a los grandes. Y'all are officially the first interview that Texas Latino has done. And so thank y'all
Well,
so
that's
much.
an honor. What an honor.
Thank
What an
you.
honor. Yes, yes,
Well,
yes. And
well,
we're glad to.
anything
Thank
for my
you.
Norma, anything for my Norma, la chiflada over there.
She's la chiflada.
Oh, that's
Mr.
another
Wrigley
song.
says, how you doing, Sevi? Slick Rick Tejano to the bone. Tejano TV in the house.
All
Rick, Rick.
right, Slick Rick. Yes,
You're
yeah. All the Tejano to the Bone family. They've been with us since day one, and they do such a beautiful job. Karina,
Yay.
Mari, Slick Rick, Nick Juarez, all those people out there. Thank
awesome.
y'all so much, and to everyone who's on right now, all the fans and everyone who supports it, from DJs to fans to promoters to todo el pedo.
All right. Alberto Resendes from La Jefa Jam and Oldest says a lot of feedback on the last song. Various listeners have texted in that they enjoyed that song. So I thought to hit your
Yeah,
next
well,
nice.
we were just talking about that,
Oh,
¿verdad?
Mhm.
Because
Yeah, yeah,
mi hija, so
yes.
it's always that certain love, and the
it keeps
pobrecito,
on
the
breaking in and
guys,
out.
the guys don't get that much love, but like not like the girls.
Oh, I'm sorry. In my household, my brother era el rey, Diosito Santo. He was on a
Did you hear
pedestal.
him?
Yeah, when my brother would walk into the room, oh.
Organs in the house.
So, Romy Salazar says, saludos, Sevi. Nos vemos pronto en San Antonio.
All right.
Yeah.
We've
Saludos,
got
saludos.
Hector Ruiz says, big fan from Oregon. We've got everybody all over the United States and
Oregon.
across the border, Monterrey, Mexico. Todos.
Ah.
Alberto, remind us what is the listening population and the other side of el otro lado del charco. Y saludos para todos ustedes también, y todos los fans de Tejano Music que nos escuchen allá en México, que ustedes tienen nuestra sangre, aunque nosotros, yo específicamente, somos americanos, pero pues la sangre todavía corre de México, como el río.
That's right.
Ay, that's another song. All right. Norma?
So I want to say for your wife, Mandy, that she's
Yes.
always, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
That she's always supporting you and backing you up. I mean, it takes a good woman to keep you always on your feet because you are day and night in that studio. That's
That's
one
right.
thing we know.
Yes. Yeah,
And
she
so I
she
give her thanks as well, being your wife, to be a great supporter for you.
well, I give her thanks if she's
Beautiful
watching right
person.
now. Thank you so much for aguantándote, ¿verdad? Because it takes a
So,
lot. It takes a lot for us to be here at the studio to create music for all of you listeners. And so without that core, the family, it's not possible,
No pasa,
and
it doesn't
and
happen yet.
and thanks to her and all my mom and all my family members who have supported me through the roads, and through this life journey.
Albert, that is awesome. Mr. Resende says, the Jefe Gemini Oldies, we have listeners in Mexico, in Guadalajara, Tijuana, Juárez, Torreón, Monterrey, Mexico City, la DF, and Toluca. Saludos para todos
We
que
lost
nos
it.
están escuchando, porque gracias
We
a
lost it.
ustedes, todo lo que, yeah, she'll be back. Todo lo que, el apoyo de ustedes es lo que cuenta. Hacemos esta música, hacemos este podcast para ustedes, para que gocen de nuestra música, de este género, porque es bello, es bonito. Saludos también to Kelly Delgado, saludos girls, and Mr. Sevi. All right. Sevi, you're back, Sevi. We lost Sevi now. We lost you, and then we lost Sevi. All right. Where else?
yeah,
All
it
right.
must be the, you know what? It must be the thing because you're coming in and out, in and out.
Okay.
And
Are we there?
so
Hello,
it's
hello,
kind of
hola,
yes,
hola,
breaking
hola.
up.
you're back. You're back. Hector Ruiz says Sevi's a beast. Kelly Delgado
Yeah.
says saludos. And let's see. And Ambrose says, by the way, thanks for teaching me more patience with technology. You have to be patient. Hey, choose your battles. Choose your battles. This is not going to be something that's going to stress me out. I've chosen not to let things stress me out. And it's really your choice.
Yeah.
You decide whether it's going to piss you off or not. And I've chosen that I cannot let people and things take my happiness away.
That's right. That's
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Amen.
We
Yes.
were just talking about it
I want to
because
give out.
go ahead.
Sorry. No, go
It's
for
okay.
it, Sebi.
It's okay.
Sorry.
We were talking about because your father wrote Ya te vi. Is that correct? That you had told me, right? You had
Yes.
told me, and so I was trying to research it and trying to find that because I thought another person had recorded it, but I heard it. I think it is your dad, the one who did the actual original one, ¿verdad?
Yeah,
And
that's what I
so
figured. You might have confused it because you
yes,
heard it when you were young. Yeah.
I think so. I think so, and it's so crazy because I saw Elsa sharing a story about that, you know. And
Yes.
so it's weird how you
Yeah.
talk about like AI now that your dad wrote this song, right, and everything like that, right? And so she talks about how she picked the song herself and she wanted to do that one. And
Yes.
And of course, it fits her better porque hay muchos más borrachos que borrachas, right? So,
Bueno, well, not necessarily, no que sepamos, porque los vatos no
No.
van a decir que su
And
vieja llegó a las 3
nowadays.
de la mañana.
right?
Your buddy's not gonna tell you that his wife came in at 3 in the morning. He's
Yeah.
not.
It's going to
So
be like,
it might,
shh, don't
yeah,
even say nothing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you. I'm glad
What?
you're home safe, honey. Y ya se
Hey,
acabó.
Sebi, ¿qué pleito? What door do you want to open, Sebi? Hijo de su.
I think it's time to go.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Sebby's like, wow, look at the time.
Well,
No, but yeah. But he also wrote
I
Quisiera
want to
tener.
shout out to
um,
Roma Salazar, that's over there in Mexico también as well.
saludos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yali, thank you. Yeah.
Saludos todos allá.
So
Yes.
man, it's so cool. So how do they get if they wanted to Sevi doesn't do a lot of interviews because he is busy, but I know that he'll make a time on his
Well,
schedule
yes,
somehow.
yes, and we are. This is the
So
beginning.
go ahead and
Like,
tell them how do they get a hold of you, Sevi?
well, this is the beginning of our actual getting out there and doing the radio tour. You know, we
Yes.
don't always make time for it and stuff like that. But I told Gabe that we are gonna definitely make time as much as we can to get this new CD Homenaje a los Grandes out to each and one of you. And if there's people out there that want to do an interview with us, hit me up. Y'all can find us on Texas Latino on Facebook. You can look me up myself, Severo, and I'll be glad to do whatever I can to make it possible for our interview to
Awesome.
make it happen. Yes,
Awesome.
definitely.
And it is a beautiful album. And I hope that you're working on Homenaje #2 with something that Juan Guerrero in it. I just throwing it out there.
Right. Well,
And
it's so crazy because as we were recording these songs, we recorded a song called Botón de Niña, which is recorded by Romance back in the days,
Oh,
right.
and so I do do as much as research, and I have a lot of great talented friends. I had Joey Sanchez. He does a lot of the drums here for me, and he told me, that Mr. Chivo recorded Botón de Niña, and I was like, really? I thought Romance was the one who did that, and so it's always good to share a little bit of knowledge of where
Yes.
these guys got it from,
Yeah.
¿verdad?
And that's why I started this whole podcast was because a lot of these guys that I interviewed literally are the pioneers. They did it first. And
Right.
if you go back and they'll tell you, well, actually we got the song from maybe a really really old song from Mexico, or a standard that was from Mexico, and that they
Right.
hit a different version, and that's the one we know. But yeah, it's so interesting how music has evolved in this genre itself.
Yeah.
So I mean, I love it. No me convences, because yeah, it is something that we need to pay homage to all our pioneers, and all of you out there. By the way, if you're like a legend or a pioneer of the music, say you're Mr. Chivo yourself, hey, give us a call, because we do want to know your story. Let's let the rest of the
Right.
world know your story, because your story is our story. And
Yes.
yes, so and thank you, Sevi, for spending some time with us here. We really appreciate it. I know you're a busy guy. I know you got things going on. Texas Latino, yes.
Yes. Correct.
Hit them up for merch, like the one that Norma's wearing. She's wearing. Show him your shirt. He's got it on too. It's a cool shirts. They're awesome. Oh yes, Giras y Desveladas needs to do some merch too, no, Norma? Yeah, we need.
I'll
Just thinking
still wear
about
my
that.
Texas Latino. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, you wear
Sorry, Sevi.
with a Giras y Desveladas cap. All right. Well, any parting words, Miss Norma Salazar?
You know what, Sevi? You know where you lie in my heart and your family.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
And we will see you in Las Vegas, si Dios quiere.
That's
We'll
right.
be there.
Yep.
Send me a CD because I don't get it.
Not a problem. Not a
um,
problem.
but you know what? I appreciate you. You know how much respect I have for you. not because you're Sevi Contreras, it's because you have a heart of gold.
Thank
You
you.
are a special kind of person. Um, the little that I've seen you and we touch base or we talk, you never shut the doors, never. And I'm so grateful for that.
Well,
Ah, you want? Yeah, I
thank
want to
you.
cry because that's how much I really adore you as a person. That you're
Thank
so
you.
humbled and that God provides for you everything that you need, my friend, because you
Well,
deserve it. You well deserve it.
well,
Okay.
likewise too, and thank you for being such a beautiful friend. And you know, it's just we've grown to be, you know, really, really close friends now, and it's really, really look how beautiful music, how
Yeah,
powerful
what it does.
music
Yeah.
is. Because look at we're all here together,
Yeah.
you know. And
Yeah.
Full
and so,
circle.
saludos, gracias. Thank y'all so much for giving a little bit of time and opportunity to talk about our new CD, and to all the fans out there, who have given us continuous love and support throughout all these years. Thank you so much. For all the people in Dallas, we'll be in Dallas next week with Ayako Nick Juarez, January 24th. Hopefully we see everyone out in the future at the Texas Latino gigs. So saludos, un abrazo. Thank y'all so much. And we'll do it again.
Bad to the bone will be there.
Awesome,
Mhm.
awesome. Gilbert Zamora says, "Good morning." Yeah, that's how I feel. Good morning. Listen, I have to say, Mr. Sevi Contreras, that I don't really know you. I've only met you twice, and just saludos and picky, vámonos. But first of all, when Norma says Sevi, he's awesome. I listen because she's a great judge of character and she's a great person herself. So she knows what she's talking about, and I trust that. So, Domingo Pizzas, don't make me cry too, Norma. Ya tienes todos chillando, Norma. So, yeah, you know what? And I see. I mean, I have the same background with the music background, and your humbleness that reminds me. That's very reminiscent of my father, which is gold. You don't see it a lot. You don't see it a lot. So for you to have all those accolades under your belt and all these recognitions and all this uh, uh, time and effort that you've put into this genre and your music, whether it's Tejano or not, because Tejano really means everything,
Of
uh,
course.
then I am grateful that somebody like Sevi Contreras is in our industry.
Well,
And
thank you, Gigi, and hopefully we'll see you soon, Gigi. We're gonna do a radio tour. We're gonna go out there to 102.1 and
see,
and in Mexico Valle, and so
oh yeah,
hopefully we can meet up out there and have a lunch or so, you know.
órale,
And
we'll have tacos allá en Las Flores.
it's todo. That's it.
Get
That's
your list
it.
of medication that you need so we can go buy it across.
Well, I love y'all. I have to get going
All
because
right,
ya llegó my session. I have to get to work.
all
Work
right,
never ends for me. And
that's
thank y'all
right.
so much.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
Love you,
And
Seb.
we'll see you
Love
Thank
soon.
you.
We're
you.
gonna stay on. I know you have to go, but me and Norma are gonna talk about you. So bye.
I love you. Y'all be careful,
All
okay?
right. Take care.
Okay. All
Bye
right.
Peace
bye.
Bye
out.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Alberto Resendez says we have over 4,500 people that tuned in to the Sevi Contreras interview. How about that? How about
That
that?
was such a blessed.
Hmm.
Sevi doesn't have time. He does not. His time is music all the time. So
Yeah.
that I know for a fact.
So
Because there
literally,
is
we were
times where
blessed
he
with his
called
time.
he called at 12 o'clock and toy no mask on, just my hair up and dormida. And it's funny because he's wide awake and he's ready to go with the music. So man, pray for him because he's a really good
Yes. Yes.
person
Yes.
that
Yes.
really loves the music and he doesn't
Yes. And you can
he
tell,
doesn't
and that's
rest. He
that's
doesn't
that's when you
rest.
know they're
He's
the
like
real
that
deal.
little bunny, that battery bunny. He's always,
That's when you know they're the real deal, when they don't
yeah.
talk about themselves. Because
So
you meet people, me, I, me. But
yeah.
he's not one of those people. And then you ask him, and then
Mm-mm.
he shoots out these giant bombs of, name dropping bombs, and you're like, whoa, and then his accolades, whoa, pero él no te va a decir unless you ask him. So that's when I mean, there's all kinds of people, but
Yeah.
that's one of those people that that is more about his passion for the music, and he loves it so much that it is his life. So,
Mm-hmm.
Alberto Resende, saludos,
Yeah.
says Texas, Arizona, California, Colorado, New Mexico, Missouri, Georgia, Kansas, Ohio, Michigan, and more. And most of these listeners being troqueros. Hey, we should put on the song Troqueros for these guys. You're
Hey,
keeping them
be
company on the
safe
road.
out there, gentlemen.
All right. Hey, troqueros,
Be safe
send
out
it.
there.
Yeah, be safe, be careful. Gracias por sintonándose con nosotros aquí en Giras y Desveladas para todos. Los queremos mucho. Gracias por
Yeah.
ser parte de nuestra historia, parte de estas giras y desveladas. Ustedes también están teniendo
Yeah.
sus giras y desveladas, aunque no sean músicos. So, un beso y abrazo para todos ustedes que nos están escuchando. Be careful out there. We love you guys. And anybody, Mari Rivas says, love you, ladies.
Bendiciones también.
Everybody listening in, everybody that
Oh,
tuned in,
love
thank
you,
you so
Mari.
much, guys. Share, subscribe. Go into YouTube and subscribe. Go watch shows. Oh, I know there's a lot of shows of ours are on a Roku channel, Tejano TV. But if you don't find what you're looking for, go to YouTube, and we have them there because we've interviewed. I mean, the big guns. If you hear me talking about Armando Chori Hinojosa, we did 2-hour interviews with him. We did 2 interviews with David Ligarza. We did 2 interviews con Valde Muñoz. Habló con su tiempo con Laura Canales. ¿De dónde comenzó Laura Canales? I mean, these are the real
Yeah.
deals. So, para todos
And
ustedes,
for the new artists as well. So we've
that's
also did the new artists as well. So you might want to get that because then you can see all the interviews from the new artists that you haven't heard yet. So we welcome you. We welcome you so much. I want to say something too. Congratulations on all the nominees that were nominated for the Mundial Award.
oh,
So
yes, yes,
thank
yes.
you, and thank you for always thank you people for being
Yeah.
such a loving
Yes.
Tejano music
Mm-hmm.
enthusiast. So
Yes.
thank you. We
Yes.
appreciate you all.
Yeah. Y para todos, everybody, all the nominees, you're right. George was nominated. I was nominated. Everybody that was nominated,
Yeah.
congratulations. And congratulations to Tejano Mundial, because what they do by doing these, everybody, se incluye Jesse Torres, se incluye Denny Farias, and everybody doing, and of course, Bino Gaona, and all these people that do these awards
Yeah.
show, what they do is put us in the forefront and put our genre in the forefront. So gracias a todos ustedes, everybody that does the awards show. Did I miss one? I don't know if I missed one. But everybody that does your awards show, that's just bringing us all, into the forefront for everybody to listen and everybody to watch. And so that's a good thing. It's a good thing. There's some naysayers because there's haters out there that say, it's too many awards show y mucha política, or they're fake. We don't listen to that. What we
Yeah, we
listen
go for the
to,
music.
yes, we're going for the music. Let's see who got nominated. Let's vote for them. Let's see this awards show. Let's support everybody, guys, because you know what? At the end of the day, we're supporting ourselves and each other, que es lo más importante. So that's my take. Hector Ruiz says, Gigi, you rock as well. Big hugs from Mari Rivas. Oh, thank Mari Rivera Marquez. Thank you, DJ Mari. And everybody out there who's chiming in. We really thank you guys. Que Diosito me los cuide a todos. Mira, Valde Muñoz. Ese es un
Very
verdadero
cool.
pionero de la onda. Todos mis respetos. I just got chills right now. Mr. Valde Muñoz, todo mi respeto, todo mi amor por todo lo que hiciste para la onda, todo para lo que se está tocando y grabando ahorita. Fue mucho de que ustedes en ese género hicieron, y gracias por eso. If you all haven't seen the episodes, the 2 episodes with Valde Muñoz in Giras y Desveladas, váyanse para YouTube. And of course, Norma, like you said, the new artists también. they're the ones
Mhm.
keeping this genre alive. And they're the ones showing it, and they're the ones hustling, like Savannah Ocean that was out here that came in. Everybody, the ones we talked about, Angelica Alcocer, Irma Salvio, and forgive me if I forget
Gabe,
somebody.
Gabe
Uh,
Rivera from Texas Latinos. You have
todos, todos,
so
todos.
many, so
So
many.
many. And if you haven't, and that's why we try to get as many people on here as possible. And if you're an artist and you want to be on our show, heads catch me or Norma, because we're already booking for April 19th or later. So catch us now. Get in the books, guys. Get in the books, because we want people to hear your music. We want people to hear your story.
Yeah.
We want people to get to know you so that we can support each other and go to your events, and that's what it's about.
And
Jay
not
Sterling,
only that, not only that, it's
Yes.
to meet you in person and to
Alexa, stop.
become a friend for you. You
The
know,
Yes.
best
that's how
experience
you, if you connect,
of my
then they
life.
will listen. If there's no connection, then they
Sandra,
don't listen.
this is
They don't
Yolanda.
know who you are.
Mercy Don
Right.
Fowler.
So please connect.
I'm
Griselda,
sorry.
here is your
Alexa,
reminder.
stop.
Mercy Don Fowler.
You better feed Alexis.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, bueno, Norma, what can I tell you? Norma, you are so awesome. You're such an important part of this show because you do your homework. Because Gigi's busy doing everything else. Like 10 minutes. I feel like, have you seen the uh, SpongeBob when he's
SpongeBob.
cleaning? Yeah, SpongeBob. He's cleaning, he's washing, he's doing the dishes, he's doing that's how I feel. I've got 10 million things on my plate. So
Hey,
we
and I
gotta
do
go.
too right now.
I know, yeah.
You already
We
hear my raccoons already
I
came
know,
home.
I know. Yeah,
Ooh, it's
yeah.
gonna get noisy here.
Like you say, the benchies are the
I have my
los
own party
salvajes
here.
que salieron.
Okay,
Thank you, Norma. Love you. A
my
todos,
banshees are here.
saludos. Blessings to everybody. Cuídense mucho. Uh,
Peace out, everybody.
yes, see you when we see you. Love you guys. Let me do se me olvida el outro. Outro. Here we go. Love you guys. Cuídense mucho. Bye bye.